From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your morning update.
When it's more than just your lawn, it deserves the Kubota Z400. When you need a head-turning offer on class-leading speed, agility, durability, simple deck height adjustments, and a professional-grade cut, then you need the Kubota Z400 mower. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 48 months or save $300.
Tractors, trailers, rentals.
You do it all, we do it local.
Good morning, everyone. Well, let's not waste any time. Get you right through Kruger's Quickcast so you know what to do as you're heading out the door this morning. You know, there may be a few showers, especially just east of the valley this morning at 8 o'clock. But before 8 o'clock, there may be a few showers that could even pass through the valley. So looking at out the door forecast, it's mainly Modoc and the eastern mountains by this time at 8 o'clock that we're seeing most of the showers. Now, again, there may be some lingering showers on the east side of the valley, and maybe even parts of eastern Siskiyou County, but most of that line of showers will be off to the east. All right, so let's take a look at the satellite image here. So essentially what's happening is we've got this band of rain right here. It looks pretty impressive on the satellite image, but it's a fairly weak band of rain. So yes, there may be a sprinkle or a light passing shower here in the early morning hours here, including the valley, but it's fairly weak. Now, it will probably strengthen as it does head into the eastern mountains, and then behind it, we've got some cold and unstable air that'll move in, bringing parts of Northern California a chance for some showers and thunderstorms. So let's get you right to it. Here you can see at 8 o'clock this morning, see where the heaviest rainfall is? It's off to the east right here. And then you can see around Chico to the east here, we're seeing a few light showers. So again, you can see the main band is still right here, but it's kind of breaking apart and it's not doing much for the valley. But yeah, again, maybe even at 8 o'clock this morning, a stray sprinkle or a light shower for parts of the valley. Then we go into the noon hour, it's dry completely. In fact, we're starting to see things clear out. And even that main band of rain is off to the east. But now we've got cold and unstable air to contend with. And that's going to bring us a chance for some isolated showers for Siskiyou County, Modoc County, the eastern mountains, Plumas County, including that, and northeastern Shasta County, around Boerne. So this is where we're seeing the potential for those showers and possible thunderstorms as well. Then we go into this afternoon, 5 p.m. Yeah, still a stray shower here and there, but it's beginning to kind of wrap itself up. And by tonight, it'll dry out. Now, there's another storm to our north, which we're going to talk about here in our deeper dive forecast, but you get the idea. Today is kind of that cool and unsettled day. Also, what we're seeing with this chance for rain is also much cooler air moving in. So as a result, I think many of us in the valley will struggle to get out of the 70s. So we're talking about upper 70s for most of us in the valley. 50s and 60s for the higher elevations. And you can see around Hoopa 74, 73 for Weaverville, and those upper 50s, even some low 60s for the coast. So a quick look at your 7-day outlook. So I've got you mainly dry here for the valley. Don't be surprised if this morning and around noon you see a stray sprinkle or two, but overall fairly dry for the valley. That's the case on Thursday, and then dry for the next 7 days, really. You take a look at your 7-day outlook for the coast, maybe a chance on Thursday as well as the inland areas, but overall fairly dry, including Trinity County. Now, there's going to be a system that'll just skirt Northern California on Monday. That could potentially bring parts of Del Norte, Siskiyou, Modoc County, maybe a chance for showers on Monday, but won't be all that heavy. But the bigger story, of course, is today. Isolated showers, maybe a thunderstorm in Siskiyou County, slimmer chances on Thursday. Alturas, you can see an isolated shower thunderstorm today, tomorrow a chance. And Susanville, Eastern Mountains, last in Plumas County, for example, I think you've got a chance for thunderstorms both today and tomorrow. All right, that's your quick cast. Let's get you into your deeper dive forecast and really kind of get you through it here. All right, so we've got cool and unsettled conditions today and tomorrow. We got isolated mountain showers and thunderstorms with snow as low as 5,000 feet. Yeah, we're talking snow. In fact, it's getting so cold that there is a freeze watch for parts of Northern California as well. We'll get into that here a little bit later. And there's elevated fire risk. Yeah, we're talking about rain, we're talking about snow, we're talking about a freeze watch, and here we're still talking about elevated fire risk for Thursday through Saturday. All right, so let's talk about the fire, right? The shoe fire is the main concern here. Now, keep in mind, when you're looking at these numbers, they will most likely have changed by the time you're watching this, but this gives you the latest information as I'm recording this morning. And you can see it's about 13.7 miles from Lakehead. And really, quite honestly, the distances to these communities hasn't really changed. So there's really nothing to be concerned about that as far as its growth. Yes, it is growing. We are seeing it grow in size, in acreage, without much in the way of containment. but we're not seeing it really move much closer to many of these communities. Now, we're going to be looking at that smoke forecast here, and you can see it's not going to be probably as active. You can see here as we go into Thursday, it's a Thursday morning, not a lot of smoke coming out of this thing. That north wind will probably blow a little bit of smoke and haze down to the valley, and you'll probably notice that, but it doesn't look like it's going to be a lot. But let's talk about the winds. That's the big story here. Today, they're coming in from the northwest, 20, 25 miles per hour. Yeah, a little breezy, you'll notice it, but really the big event is on Thursday. That's when I expect some of the strongest winds, which will be on Thursday. Now, remember, there is a red flag warning for Thursday night through Saturday, but notice on Friday, the winds are actually a little bit weaker, and they'll probably get even weaker by the time we get into Saturday as well. But the humidity, that's something we got to watch here. It's getting a little bit better here for today. You're close to 30%, and then we have some good recovery overnight, but we're dropping on Thursday down into the teens and low 20s. And look at Friday. Now we're back into where we typically see. We've got very dry conditions. So the winds, yeah, not as strong on Friday, but they're still gusting over 20, 25 miles an hour. And when we're talking about humidity levels down into the single digits, that's high fire danger. And that's why there is a red flag warning for Thursday night through Saturday. But I have a feeling that this red flag warning may be allowed to expire early on Saturday because the overall pattern isn't showing the winds really sticking around that much longer past Friday. And I'll show you what we've got right now. There's the area of low pressure. Here you can see the colder air moving in, and that's the line of showers that are moving in this morning. In fact, looking at the severe outlook from the Storm Prediction Center, this is the best chance for thunderstorms this afternoon. And tomorrow, you can see it's in northeastern Siskiyou, Modoc, and northeastern Lassen County. So yeah, there's still a chance for thunderstorms, but looking at Futurecast, there's not much going on. Again, we saw this a little bit earlier, but we'll take another look at it here. So let's take you through 8 a.m. You see how the heavier rainfall pushes these. So we could be looking at some pockets of heavy rainfall, maybe even some thunderstorms out towards Modoc County this morning at 8 a.m., but light showers for the rest of us. And you can see how it's just barely making its way into parts of the valley. So Oroville, Chico, you could see a light shower. It's not going to amount to much. It's not going to have major impacts in your outdoor plans, but you can certainly see that. Noon, you see the heavier rainfall now pushing off to the east, but it's drying out for everybody else. You've got chances for showers for Siskiyou, northeastern Shasta County, Modoc County, Lassen, and Plumas counties, and maybe an isolated thunderstorm in there. But as we go into this evening, there's 6 o'clock, still a chance for a few showers, but by this evening and tonight, it dries out. But there you can see the next system, and it's a colder one. This is the inside slider that we talk about. The area of low pressure kind of moving this way. So it's got colder air associated with it, and that's why we're talking about snow levels down to 5,000 feet. But look at how insignificant the rain is. There may be an isolated thunderstorm. You can see some of these pop-ups here and there, but it's not very widespread. I do expect dry conditions all day for Thursday for the valley westward along the coast, Trinity County. By 4 p.m. Thursday, it's mainly down to the south into the northern Sierra. And then we go into Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening, it's done with, and then we're looking at drier and still cool conditions on Friday. This is when we expect to see some frost, and that's why we have the freeze watch for many of the higher elevations for Thursday night into Friday morning. So we look at the rainfall outlook for today and tomorrow. Look where most of it is. It's off to the east here. There might be some light accumulations for parts of the valley. We're talking a few hundreds here and there, and that's about it. But overall, most of the rain is mainly north and east of the valley. Snow totals, well, I mean, there's not much going on here, but you can see here over the mountain of Mount Shasta, the Warners, I mean, you're barely seeing that light shade of blue. That's the trace to maybe a few inches of snow, mainly about 5,000 feet though. So this is the overall setup. Here we are on Friday. This area of low pressure right here, this is what's going to be moving through on Thursday and just kind of clipping northeastern California, and then it moves down to our south. This is the classic setup for gusty winds from the north. So that'll be the case Thursday and Friday. Now you'll see how it kind of pushes to the east on Saturday. This is why I anticipate the winds to die down on Saturday. They won't be as strong. So most likely we'll be looking at that red flag warning expiring a little bit earlier than it's anticipated to. Then this storm system here, this particular forecast model keeps going back and forth on how soon it moves into our area. Earlier this morning, this area of low pressure was over us by next Wednesday. But look where it is here on this latest forecast model run. Wednesday, it's still well off to our west, and still, even on Thursday, it's still well off to our west. Now, if you look at the European forecast model, it does bring in the rain on Thursday. So we'll see. But this is a system worth watching, and that brings us the potential for some more rain by the middle to latter part of next week. Now, the Climate Prediction Center does have us in the barely wetter than normal category, but I don't anticipate a lot of rainfall at this point. Looking at your 10-day trend, up and down, most likely right around or below normal for this time of the year for the next 10 days. Really no big changes in those temperatures, just more pleasant. We're getting the fall weather. So there's that frosted freeze watch that is here for Thursday night through Friday morning. Trinity County, Southern Humboldt County, Lassen, Eastern Plumas, and Eastern Modoc County. But for all intents and purposes, it really should include all of Modoc County, because Modoc County will be cold. Alturas, you're dropping down probably into the upper teens for those overnight lows for Thursday night, Friday morning. You take a look at those wave heights. They're going to be a little high in some spots here, especially as we go into tomorrow afternoon. But overall, no advisories. There's just going to be some of that patchy dense fog out there. North winds at about 5 to 10 knots. So let's take a look at your Trinity County neighborhood forecast. Temperatures in the 60s and 70s. I've got you mainly dry today. Now, again, this morning, there may be a passing sprinkle or light shower, but by the time you get to the noon hour, it's all pretty much off to the east. Maybe a chance for some showers for parts of the coast, maybe some drizzle around Delnor County, for example, on Thursday, but otherwise mainly dry. And that's the case for the inland areas as well. Maybe a little bit of drizzle here and there, but mainly dry. Siskiyou County, I've got a chance for showers, thunderstorms, both today and tomorrow, but it's going to be few and far between. Not everyone's going to see it. And then as the system skirts to our north on Monday, that could bring a slight chance for showers for northern Siskiyou and also northern Modoc County on Monday. Now, Modoc County, I've got a chance for thunderstorms today and a chance for thunderstorms again tomorrow, but the chances will be slimmer on Thursday. The Eastern Mountains, I've got a chance for thunderstorms both today and tomorrow, especially around the Susanville area, Lassen, Eastern Plumas County. But temperatures today, definitely a lot cooler out there. Your Valley neighborhood forecast brought to you by Walgamith Painting. Your temperature is mid to upper 70s, about 76 for Paskenta, Corning about 77. I've got you dry for the next 7 days, but again, keep in mind, this morning through, say, 6 a.m., 6, 7, 8, 9, into at least the mid to late morning hours, there may be a passing sprinkle or even a light shower for parts of the valley. And then the afternoon, it's pretty much dry. So looking at your 7-day forecast for Redding, I've got you mainly dry today. Temperatures low to mid 70s on Thursday, Friday, so much cooler. And then we're seeing those temperatures kind of going back up and down. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, temperatures in the mid to upper 70s, but still dry. But maybe a chance for some showers by the middle to latter part of next week. That's your morning update. I'll be back at noon. Have yourselves a great morning.